Hey,
Okay.
hey, all right. Let's everybody do a
guys-
clap so Fox has something to look for.
Let's do a
3,
little clappy.
2, 1, go. Did you guys clap?
Yeah,
Okay.
clap.
You guys clap.
Okay, welcome dudes and dudettes to the Dilbert cast. You got the D-boys, we got me, I'm your host, Steve Harvey. We got...
You're not the host. Who
Yeah, who
decided
decided you're the host?
Let me finish the intro, you troglodytes. And then I got my co-hosts, we got Griffin and Connor.
Why would we be co-hosts? Why
I'm
aren't
the
we all
bird.
hosts?
You
Flute
are a
playing
host.
guy.
You guys are fools.
You're the what guy?
He plays flute.
I play flute. I play flute.
Yeah. I played the
You don't play the
trombone.
trombone.
You
You don't play the
Yeah,
trombone.
know,
You don't play the trombone.
I
That's
do.
fake news.
That's not
fake.
trombone game is kind of cool, but I feel like people are blowing it out of the water a little bit. You know,
People think it's way too
Trombone
funny,
game?
and it's not funny.
have you not heard of
I mean,
it?
No,
that's-
I've not heard of the trombone game.
It's like Osu, but a trombone.
And it's a meme. It's a total meme. It sounds terrible no matter what you do.
All right.
That's the point. It's pretty great, but people like I don't know. It was getting so much press release. People were just like game of the year, but it's like nah, dude. It's just a trombone. Like just calm down. It's
I
not
had an
that deep.
idea for our
Speaking-
podcast for the background.
Speaking of game of the year,
What?
Like, what if I recorded like an hour of Pokemon Nuzlocke gameplay?
That's cringe.
Like-
that'd be funny.
Like,
but
no-
like without
no,
any
like-
consequence.
Well then,
No
what? Then
correlation.
people think we like Pokemon, and we're not.
Yeah, we're not little
I'm
toddlers.
a grown man.
Speaking of game of the year, you know what game should have won?
What?
Ghost
It
of
did win
Tsushima.
Game of the Year.
No,
Yeah,
it didn't. Last of Us 2 did.
No, you're missing. It was the voted Game of the Year, player voted, not industry voted. Was Ghost of Tsushima, so it won. It won Game of the Year, player vote.
Did it actually? Let me do this. It should have won both, honestly.
Last of Us 2 is such an overrated game. It makes me so mad. Ghost of Tsushima was great. I love that game.
Last of
I
Us
wanna-
2 is just a zombie game, and I cannot get behind why people like lose their ever-living shit over it. I have
They-
played it. It is boring. The story is subpar.
Well, that's why it's good. Is the story, dude.
And
It
right
hooks
there,
you.
It
you
didn't
have
win
just
Game of the
lost
Year,
all
it
of
was
our
voted to
viewers
be in the
right after we
roster.
said that.
No, like
we
what?
hate The
player
Last
vote.
of Us 2.
Yeah, I'm glad we could.
No, that game is universally.
No, it is
player
not. It's universally loved.
The Last
The
of Us.
game-
Oh, not
the
Last of Us
gamer-
2. Last of Us
How
1.
the Game
Okay.
Awards works is that I don't think people actually vote. It's like they just kind of choose. Like Jeff Keighley kind of just chooses or whatever. I don't know.
Chip
Oh.
Keighley.
But it's Ghost of Tsushima was the most like player voted game.
You know, Markiplier rolls out of bed and he's like,
Oh,
Make game good.
Five Nights at good bitch. Alright, fuck it. Now I'm gonna record an hour of Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay.
we're not even 10 minutes in. You can't say fuck or shit.
No,
bitch.
no. I'm gonna record an hour of Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay for this now. now
Hello,
you've
everybody.
doomed us.
My name is
Now it's not
Markiplier,
Pokemon. You get
and
Five Nights at
this
Freddy's.
is Five Nights at Freddy's. My friend Yamimash told me it was really, really good.
Fuck you.
And then he plays it.
Fuck Mark.
Don't say that.
Hey,
Don't
not,
say
not in
that.
the bad way, in the
In
good, way.
Okay.
In the good way. No disrespect to Amy or whatever,
Yeah.
but in the good way.
Yeah.
I'd tapped it.
Anyway, let's get to the actual topic.
No. Answer the
What?
question. Don't avoid the question.
No, answer the question.
Would you?
Would you?
Would I what?
Would you?
Would I what?
Would you climb that mountain?
You and Markiplier sitting in a tree. KISSING.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what-
yeah.
Just to say I
Yeah,
did it,
yeah, that's
maybe.
what I fucking thought.
You're a liar. You'd do it so fast you wouldn't even think about it.
Anyway, on to the topic.
Okay. I don't know how to segue into this. I was supposed to do notes. I didn't do notes, so I'll.
You're a lazy
I'm
bastard.
not lazy. I got.
You are incredibly
That's not
lazy.
true. So I guess I'll start. What do you guys want to know about the topic at hand? About the king of quick, the guy who had sex with his mom, goddess blue heart of the system, comma or whatever the hell.
I want to know about the Sonichu medallion.
Okay.
I want to know about it.
Let's hear.
I
about
got some of the story.
Is
but-
it made out of
Okay,
Play-Doh?
tell me. Okay, that it's made
Okay.
out of Crayola
Yeah.
model magic, and
Yeah.
he swears by that.
Yeah.
Liquid Chris had a paper medallion, and that one of his things is that he would be like, your crappy medallion made of paper. My medallion's made of Crayola model magic. Well, he says fucking magic. Oh, my bad. He gets real upset.
I'm gonna cut down
he
your
says it's made out of
I was
flimsy
on
paper.
the internet.
He acts like
and I got a virus.
It's gone. I deleted the virus.
so he's-
Why are your pants down?
They fell down.
I was trying to get up and they fell down.
I stopped the virus. That's my favorite
I
video.
deleted
That's
the
cool.
virus.
That's Fortnite.
No, we're not starting on Yippee. Come on.
Anyway,
The
what I know
German
about
one.
it is he had this medallion made out of the Crayola shit you were talking about.
Crayola
And it
model
was-
magic.
Supposedly the source of his power, and
And it was also
someone
shoved up
acting
his
like
ass.
yeah,
Okay.
someone acting like a girl was
It's
like,
not
"Hey,
just someone. The person that did it is important.
send me the medallion to prove your love to me." And they sent the medallion, and then there was like
Did he make
was it
another
a
one?
video of them like destroying it with a hammer?
It was several things. It was they. Well, I'll just let you tell it because I got to go all the way to the start because there's a lot that you're already missing that's golden and it's great.
Are we gonna talk about the Applebee's
Yes.
thing? Oh,
No,
fuck yeah.
oh no, it wasn't
Yeah,
Applebee's.
please, we have to watch
was-
the Applebee's.
It was TGI Fridays.
It's TGI Friday.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no, that's way too far. That's really far back. That was like his first like troll. That wasn't really a troll. It was a guy you knew in high school that was also like mentally challenged, but he was like he worked out, so he wasn't like a fat loser like Chris was. So you'd make fun of him, and he would be like
God, oh
he would
God.
pretend to be Vanessa Hudgens, who is like a Disney actor, and he'd basically sexed with Chris, and then he'd be like,
Oh my fucking God.
and then he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna meet you, Joshua," which is his name. That's like it's common knowledge. Was just like, Joshua's gonna help set up a place so that you can meet him, and then like he'd be like, Josh would be like, "Oh, you gotta meet her here." She wouldn't be there, and then he'd be like, "Wow, you stood her up. You're an asshole. Now you gotta take me to TGI Fridays." And then they'd sit there and they eat, and he'd had Chris pay for it all. And then one time Chris couldn't pay, and he just the guy went like, "Oh, okay, I'll pay for myself, and you have to sit here and watch me eat." And that was it. And then like I forget why he backed off. I think it was because the actual trolls were starting to seep in. My timeline is kind of fucked. And so they like doxed him or something because they were just like this guy's just an asshole. So they doxed him.
TGI
And then he, like,
Fridays.
He backed up. Yeah, dude, it was great. This was I think this was near the. This is when he walked around with the sign, and it was like, "I'm looking for a boyfriend, free girl, no blacks."
Around the campus.
Yeah.
Why was Chris Chan racist? Can you go into that?
It was most likely his parental upbringing. I'm not like a Chris historian. I just casually go in there. I'm not one of those people that like obsess over him. I just have basic knowledge because I find him entertaining. But so his Bob Chandler, both of his parents were really old, which may be the reason why he's mentally challenged. But Bob Chandler, they grew up they're in the South. They're in Virginia. And both of them were like really, really old, like black and white photo old. Bob has a ton of patents for like electrical things, I think. But they live in like a shithole, and he married like a hoarder because he got her pregnant. And that's kind of where they lived, in a shitty little house in the middle of the South, where Barbara hoarded stuff, and Chris just kind of was a little spurgy fella, and he he collected toys. He played with Legos. He had games that he didn't even have consoles for. He bought DLCs for games he didn't have.
Yeah.
Played Little Big Planet.
Okay, that's just Pog.
It is Pog. He made a level explaining autism.
Did
Yes.
he?
This is
Is there
this
any
is
way
one
I
of
can
the-
get a hold of this level?
I think people have preserved it. Although it might be lost. It might be lost media. So
Dude, I love Little Big Planet.
it's such a great game. But okay, let's get to the medallion. The
Let's get
source
to
of
the nitty gritty.
the source of his power, which is also hard to say because it's kind of like a shitty shonen anime where it's just like you thought that was the source of my power. Well, it was actually this. So he okay. So first there's Blue Spike. Blue Spike is the guy who had him shove the medallion up his ass. Blue Spike is this. Blue Spike is this fucking he was this kid that got into the group of trolls and he was a vindictive kid. Like it literally probably could have been a serial killer. Like he was just an asshole. Like it wasn't even funny. Like he would troll him so hard where it was just like, dude, what is your problem? Like other people would have to be like, yeah, calm it down. And that was something that happened during the ass thing. Is because he was a vindictive little kid. He was just like they used him because they're just like, you're a kid, you could sound like a girl, so you're gonna be the girl. And
Wait, this was a little
Yeah.
kid? They got a little kid
he's
to
like
do this?
14.
Okay, what?
Yeah. So they're just like,
This is the next Jeffrey Dahmer.
and he was just like, okay, they were just like, okay, you're the girl. You'll talk to Chris. Your name's Julie, and he's gonna fall in love with you, and then we're gonna be like, oh no, Clyde Cash is gonna steal her. Oh, and so
They made like
He-
whole plots to mess with this poor man.
well, the plots would happen around him. That's the
Well,
best
not
part.
poor man. He's a horrible guy, but
Yeah, like, okay. This is a case study, right? Like, he's a case study.
He's not just
On the unbridled. This is. Okay. You know how, like, the atomic bomb moment happened when we dropped it and we were like, oh
Yeah.
shit? This is the atomic bomb moment of the internet.
well.
They took a man and they got him to do certain things
Yeah.
to his mother.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's where you start getting rocky with it because people made jokes about Chris wanting to fuck his mom for a long time, because he was a. I mean, a lot of people would say he was an incel, but I don't think it counts. I think he was just a fat loser that didn't mean no harm, honestly.
dude, finding out how it happened was like horrible. He's like texting that one person, or like, yeah, I got a girl.
Joshua
She's a little
Connor,
older.
dude.
Why was he okay?
He
Can
didn't.
you sorry to
tell
take you on a
them.
tangent. Can you explain the relationship between Joshua Moon and Christian
So
Western
Josh I don't think he created the quickie, but because I think he helped. One of the people in the Kiwi Farms is Marvin, and Marvin owns the quickie. But
The Marvelous Mechanical.
Marvin is also the guy who was in the pickle suit that cucked Chris. He made
What do you mean
Oh my
cucked
God,
Chris?
No, not the
He was
pickle
cucked
suit.
by a-
Not the
he was
pickle
cucked
suit.
by a
Not
pickle
the pickle
man.
suit.
he was
Don't
he
bring
was
up
on
the pickle suit, dude.
he
You
was on a
can't
date
bring up the pickle suit.
he was on a date with a girl.
Oh my God, no,
They were at the mall.
no.
And randomly while they're walking, a guy in a pickle suit walks up and like starts
Oh my
chatting up his girl, and she instantly falls in love with the pickle man. And he goes like, hey, you want to go see a movie? And she's like, yeah. And then they just leave Chris alone, and he shouts no as loud as he possibly can in the mall, getting him banned from the mall. So he's no longer allowed back. And it was so he was cucked by a pickle. And that pickle guy is Marvin, and Marvin owns Marvin owns the quickie.
What's the quickie? Like,
It's the Chris Chan wiki.
there's a Chris Chan wiki called the
Yeah.
Quickie.
Yeah, dude. That's where you get most of your information about Chris if you want it. I mean, the Kiwi Farms, you can get info there, but I personally I wouldn't recommend it just because it's get tied into other stuff. You go down a rabbit hole of lol cows because that's all they. Kiwi Farms just covers like a ton of lol cows and stuff like that, or what they think is lol cows, and just like documents them and stuff like that. It's like finding a new species or something. I mean, but it's for like certain groups of people, and I'm not really one of them. But so Josh is the owner of the Kiwi Farms, which was made because originally it was a part of the Quickie, and he was like, "Nah, I want to." It was Chris like kind of left the internet for a bit, and there's like, "Oh well, there's these other weird people. I kind of want to talk about them too." So they branched off and made the Kiwi Farms or Farms, whatever, because people would mispronounce the Quickie Farms, so they were just like, "Oh, Kiwi Farms." So they made the Kiwi Farms, and so Josh was an old dog who knew about all sorts of shit. I don't know if he was around for Clyde Cash. He might have been, but Josh was kind of always there. He knew a lot, and they would talk about him on the Kiwi Farms. So Chris like eventually like reached out and stuff like that, and the captain who was a Kiwi farmer. It's a lot of shit to do with Kiwi Farms, but eventually Josh like to help him was just like, here, I'll get like access to your emails and stuff, so I could see whether people are like trying to scam you and shit like that after Chris was extorted for money. And he was just like, yeah, okay. Josh like had like his bank information so he could monitor it and stuff like that. Josh never like took any money or anything. A lot of people actually blame Josh for the whole like Chris fucking his mom thing, but I don't think that's true. It doesn't seem true to me. It's just kind of, it's a lot of stuff. But Josh kind of was just like Chris' handler more so than like his father ever was, which is kind of sad.
This handler.
Yeah, but why did he decide to be his handler? Because he realized people were
After
literally
after
just gonna
the
take advantage
idea
of him?
guys, Josh was just like, okay, this is people are going too far, and they're not a part of like the Kiwi Farms or the Quickie Farms. They're just like people because Chris is very well known. Like people know Chris Chan. They don't like know as much about Chris Chan, but they know there's like this fat loser who like draws Sonichu. Like everybody knows who Sonichu is. Like if you have been in the internet, you know about Sonichu. It's just a matter of life. It's something that's happened. And so people were starting to like extort money from Chris because Chris is a little doofus, and he'd send them like thousands of dollars of gift cards and shit like
Thousands
that.
of dollars?
I forget the estimation. I
just-
could look it up, but I could look up how much the idea guys stole. I don't know a lot. Okay.
Gosh.
Honestly,
It's crazy.
it's not that it's crazy because you would say it's crazy, but it's still in the realm of possibilities, and that's the
The
terrifying
horrifying thing is that people took like advantage of it.
Oh no, the cookies up.
Even taking
No,
advantage of a horrible
like-
person is not necessarily
part. Dude,
right.
that when you when
$6,000
yeah, when you hear about that one chick,
was extorted
At
from
the end of the
Chris.
day, he is mentally ill.
He is mentally ill, yeah.
what about that one chick who like literally just took advantage of him for no reason, and then like she didn't get in trouble for it because her dad was a part of like the CIA
Okay, that
or
one's a rough
something.
one to talk about. That's Isabella Yanka, who is the person that is responsible for Chris fucking his mom.
No way.
She
Shut up.
also microwaves hamsters.
Huh?
There's a rape allegation. She's
Yep.
just an all-around like horrible person type.
She's a terrible
She
person.
Microwaves hamsters?
Yes.
Yeah, she
Sh-
microwaved
she, like, boiled
hamsters,
them
which is like a
alive
sign
and stuff
of
like that.
being terrible.
It's just she. I'd argue that in some aspects she's more mentally ill than Chris is, which is a big thing to say. But
Honestly,
she's the one.
how did
After she got pretty spooked because as soon as the Kiwi Farms and the Quickie and people like that figured out like the call and stuff, she tried pinning it on somebody else, and then there's like and they dug deeper and there's like that's not true. It was you. We could tell it's you, and here's why. And she kind of like shit the bed and like left the internet. But her dad like worked for the CIA or whatever, and like knows a lot of like people that work with like preventing DDoS attacks and stuff like Cloudflare and stuff like that. Like he's a very well-off guy. She lives in a rich family, which is why she probably won't get in trouble for this at all, which is kind of sad. But I mean, it's more sad that she would deny it because it's just like I don't know. Like why would you try? Well, she tried pinning it on a friend who actually wanted to fuck Chris.
Actually wanted to?
actually wanted.
What, just to say that she did?
She had like some sort of attraction to Chris. Or
Huh.
at least that's what was stated. Yeah.
That is really, really weird.
It is weird, and that's why people were just like, "Nah, she's probably just a troll." And then like she was like, "No, I'm attracted to him." And then people were like, "Okay, I guess you're weird too." Uh,
Chris could have been saved by that woman.
I don't know about that, but because they're friends with
Not
they're friends with Isabella Yanka.
That's true.
But,
Okay, maybe that
all-
woman is kind of psycho too.
All of
Any
her friends
person that
kinda-
finds Christian attractive is probably
She-
psycho.
she kind of just went like, "Oh, it was this friend," and then when they disproved it, they were just like, "Oh, it was this friend," and then they'd be like, "No, that's not true either." And it was kind of just this thing where she kept trying to deflect blame until eventually they were just like, "No, it's 100% you," and she kind of just like fled the internet. At least that's as much as I know as a outsider to all this, which is, I don't know. I feel like it's the people saying it was Josh doesn't make any sense because after Chris was all just like, I'm meeting. Okay, the Josh thing is crazy because he was just like, oh, I met somebody, and he was like, oh, who? And then he was just like, oh, well, she's older than me, and she likes she's like an anime woman and stuff like that. And like Josh put the pieces together. He's like, oh no, and Chris was like, oh, she's an accountant, like she has an accounting degree.
No.
And
No.
after they talked, he looked it up just to be sure, and he was like, "Oh God, Barbara Chandler has a degree in accounting."
Did Barbara initiate like the legal shit, or was it a troll online?
What legal shit? You gotta be more
Like towards the court
descriptive.
case of like Chris, diddling his own mother.
Okay.
No, his mother was
Oh.
catatonic.
People.
right?
So what happened is that the cops were notified. Well, no, Josh called the cops. At least that's what I heard. Is because he was just like he was like, Chris, you fucked your mom. So do me a favor, and you're gonna get in your car and you're gonna go sleep in a parking lot somewhere because I'm not giving you money right now. All this money I got from a fundraiser is gonna stay here for a bit. It's gonna take a while. Then you can get a motel or whatever. Then Chris opens his bank app, steals money from his mom. And Josh sees that and he's like, Chris, did you just take money from your mom? And he's like, no, I found blessings in the amount I needed. And he was like, okay. And then he called the cops and he was like, yeah, he's not supposed to have access to his mom at all. So, like, he kind of just broke that by opening her bank account and giving himself money. And so the cops were just like, yeah, no, we're taking you in, buddy. There was also the fact that he was supposed to stay with an aunt and uncle, and then they caught wind of what he did, and there was cops waiting for him that was just like, no, you can't stay here. Your welcome got revoked, so you have to go. And Chris left. But it's Chris fucking his mom, which is really hard to say seriously because how funny it sounds, is honestly one of the biggest surprises, at least to me, because I didn't see it coming. Like everybody, I don't know, Christian as a whole is just like, look at this bumbling doofus just goofing about, being a little idiot. I mean, it got a little depressing towards the end because it was like now he's really, really, really mentally ill, and people are only reinforcing it. Like thinking cartoons are real and the dimensional merge is happening. Where were you when the dimensional merge was happening? I'm gonna ask that. Where were you?
What does
What
that
do you
mean?
think-
What do you mean by the dimensional merge and where I was?
Can I explain this one, please? Please, please, oh, please.
Yeah, if I need to add things, I will. But yes, explain
So
the dimensional merge.
Chris believed in a theory that a dimensional merge was going to happen.
Yeah, I knew
and
that.
anything that was
Yeah.
fictitious in another world was going to happen. And when it happened, Chris would be able to merge into a different dimension and be like in Quickville or like another universe like that and inherit all the powers that he wanted. And so he like predicted the day and everything and was like, this is the day it's going to happen. And then it never happened.
Was he like disappointed by the fact that the merge did not happen? And
No, he just changed the date.
he just changed the date.
He went, no.
He
it's-
was
like,
wrong
"I
and
got the date
changed the
wrong."
date.
He was like, no, it's gonna happen, just not today. I got the date wrong, and he changed it. But No, it was. You got a little thing wrong, but it's not that big of a deal. It was everybody, and the point was is that he was like, so not everybody's gonna survive. Jesus Christ. Not everybody was gonna live.
Not everyone's gonna survive.
Why aren't they gonna live?
Because
What was he gonna do to
no,
them?
it's two dimensions merging, Connor. The
Yeah.
whole dimension. It's like two planets colliding.
He's saying that almost
planet's-
everyone's gonna die. Like,
Yeah. Well, not everybody. It's like 50% of people would just die, like Thanos, and then they'd get replaced by cartoon characters. So it's okay. And your imaginary friends and all your anime waifus, they'd be real.
You know, that makes it so much better.
Yeah. It makes it worthwhile, right?
maybe
Like,
Chris's fantasy wasn't such a bad thing.
maybe Chris did some right things, like fucking his mom.
He did nothing right. Okay, let's just not do this.
Harassing Doopy Doo
In
over
total,
was okay.
they just harassed an autistic dude.
Harassing Planet Doland was all part of God's plan.
No.
He harassed Planet Dolan, bro. Planet Dolan got some of the
I
smoke.
feel like it's a good thing to let her have some pleasure.
He got in a bout with Doopy Doo over, dude. She shat on him. It's such a culture shock that he was just like, I love Planet Dolan. And like, that shit was so funny to me.
Planet
Just-
Dolan.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Fox, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I can do it. Never mind.
No, do the question.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna ask if you could send me the two little dudes on their own, without the boat guy.
Yes, I could do that. Probably. Just
Okay.
erase part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So, got you.
All right, that's all I needed. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't care.
Let me
Oh,
think
God.
here. So, as far as Christian Weston Chandler goes, is he in jail?
No.
Yes. I think
He
is
is
in
in
jail.
jail.
Like, not jail, but like he's being held. Because I think his trial has a continuance. I don't think his trials are over necessarily, but they aren't going well, which means that at least for Chris, they're not going well. It doesn't look like he's going to get off scot-free like a lot of people thought, because they took Barb for evaluation, and it may be that she has, like Connor said earlier, dementia or something along that line. Some people believe, like Marvin believes that she's just hamming it up for the camera, which is
What?
interesting. But I don't believe that. I think that Barb does have like something up with her, like she has dementia or just like something else. She's just getting old. But
I mean, she's really, really old. Like, really old.
she is really old, but she also lost a shit ton of weight, which is kind of cool, I guess. So good for you, claps.
What do you mean? Like, sometimes losing weight isn't a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like she's very skinny.
Like, because
Like, not-
old people lose
that's a-
weight and they just stop eating entirely. Like, it's not a healthy
no.
thing.
I think she still eats. It's just like she's not eating as much because she's not fully there, you know.
Yeah, she's not present.
She's
Also,
not
she's
fully there.
like an old woman. Like, you don't cook all that well when you're old.
Oh no, Chris made her cook. Made her cook a lot.
I'm sorry.
At least I think. Besides that, he'd eat Mickey D's, maybe some Wendy's. He went to Sonic. Dude, if I could find that video, that is the funniest video of Chris.
He went to Sonic and he was like, "Where's the hedgehog?"
No,
No, he did not do that. Shut up.
He said he got some refreshments. So, Chris, I'm gonna find this video so you guys can watch it.
We got some
Talking.
refreshments.
After getting Sonic.
I haven't seen all that much of Chris talking, and whenever I do, I just go, oh.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's.
We had a
that's
private conversation about this, but one of the funniest things I've ever seen is when Chris Peppers praised a GameStop employee over the fact
I
that
haven't seen that.
Sonic
Can I look that up?
has, what was it? Was it
Okay.
blue arms instead of tan?
So yes, his arms were blue because Sonic's arms were blue. He went into a GameStop
Yeah.
and to protest it, he went, hey, Sonic's arms shouldn't be blue, and they were just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna change the sign.
Oh my god, I found it.
And then
It's mace, not pepper
yeah, no,
spray.
he maced the employee.
Bear mace.
He's like, don't call anybody. And then he
Yeah,
just,
he waddles out of the store.
yeah,
Don't
I could.
call anybody.
He says that and then walks like to get out of the store, and there's a dude standing there in like his uniform. He just maces him and just walks
Alright.
out.
I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm streaming it. So
Alright,
this is we could have gone to this. I should have known better. Are you both watching? Are you okay? Here we
Is
go.
that like his main T-shirt?
Are you gonna actually show it? Like, come on, this video sucks. There he is.
People need to move out of the way.
So, oh wait, maybe they'll show it a bit better.
Yeah, right
There.
there.
So what we got here is Chris. This thing right here, that white thing right by him, is a Sonichu cutout that he also faced down because he's down on the ground. And this is because they were gonna throw him out for getting too touchy with people.
Like female cosplayers or something.
Just people in general, be it boy or a girl, or any other
Oh.
sort of gender. He would just like
Oh.
unprompted kiss him on the cheek or whatever. Which I don't know about you, but if I came to too many games and saw Chris and wanted a photo, I wouldn't want him kissing me.
Sounds
That's just me.
horrifying.
It's just me.
Yeah, that
I don't
sounds
think Chris
awful.
kissing me would be very base.
Did he get to
Right,
stay, or did they eventually kick him
No,
out?
this is he did this when they were trying to throw him out. There's
What, like does like a turtle?
this
like
this
you
is
can't
his
move it?
hedgehog defense form.
That's literally what Pinky does when he doesn't want to be picked up.
Thank you for saying Chris is just like a hedgehog. I'm sure he'd love that.
He looks just like a hedgehog. Oh my
That's
god,
the
I know what
point.
I'm putting in the thumbnail now.
that's his hedgehog defense form. So, and somebody went over to the cop and was just like, it's probably not a good idea to forcibly remove him because everybody knows who he is and it will be a bad idea. Eventually, I don't know if it's okay. It's okay. Justin is the one who advised him not to throw him out. But eventually, a mother of an autistic child comes along, and Chris being autistic himself or herself, whatever you feel, she like de-escalates the situation and gets Chris to willingly leave. But that was Chris at 2018 Too Many Games. We could have gone to that, and I'm kind of disappointed we didn't. If
Dude,
only
we're
I knew
like-
about this.
Children.
Yeah, so I can get kissed on the cheek by
Yeah,
Do you know how
Christian.
legendary that'd be?
Yeah.
No, I would fucking hate that shit.
What is this?
Stop.
It's just Chris.
I get
What
the
is this?
reference.
Yo, why is this getting recommended? Oh no.
Christian lays down the law on the new Nintendo movie.
He almost played the grease puddle. Oh, he did. He was in the Shrek collab. I forget. Yes. He was in the Shrek reanimated collab. Hold on.
I don't want to look at him.
Shrek reanimated. Shit. Chris.
All right, I got a hypothetical for you guys.
Okay. Here it
Either
is.
your entire family,
Okay.
they all die like a painful death,
Okay.
Okay.
or you become just like Chris Chan.
Okay, hold on. What did you just say?
Pause the video for a second. All right. So, would you rather let your
Okay.
family die a fiery, long, painful death,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
or become just like Chris Chan, like Sonichu medallion and all?
Guess I don't have a family anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I would probably rather die.
You would want
You'd
that?
fuck your mom.
Yeah, you know what? That is like a fate worse than death.
Yeah, I feel like I'd
That's
rather just
horrible.
kill myself. Yeah.
All right, at what point would you choose the Chris Chan option? What's your absolute
Never.
limit?
Never.
you,
I would always rather.
you would
that.
burn in hell
Yes, I would.
for eternity.
I'd rather
I'd
like
little
would-
Xnos the devil if it meant I didn't have to be Christian, bro.
Hell no, you did
What?
not just say that.
It was.
I'd little Nas the devil. Okay, but
Didn't you twerk on his lap and give him a blowjob or
Yeah,
some
you
shit?
did.
yeah, blowjob, dude. Yeah, he sucked him up.
Yeah, that dude was so fast. You have no idea.
Oh my god, dude.
I'd get dirty with it, man. I'd get into it.
No, no,
Oh.
no.
And then Seabat plays in the background.
Yeah.
We should play Mindplex and we all have like Christian Chandler skins on and we stream it.
Is there a Sonichu skin on Minecraft?
I got banned from mine.
What the fuck did you do?
I don't know. They
How about
banned me, though.
Hypixel?
Maybe.
Yep.
Dude, you're kidding me.
Why didn't you know? Why?
Let me turn this down a little bit.
For audio listeners here, we're watching something called Shrek Retold Scene 23.
I'm not
It's
putting
Chris
this in.
Chan's part.
And he's voicing Shrek. Why?
Ew!
It's just Chris, bro. Calm down.
Why does he have like a caustic voice line on
does
his
he
shirt?
believe that he actually created Sonichu like 100%
He did.
originally?
He did make Sonichu. What do you mean?
No, like
No, like he lives in another
no,
reality.
like he himself like made the character without the influence of Sonic or Pikachu.
Oh no, he acknowledges that that's what happened. At least I don't. He used to. I don't
So
know.
is he
Can
a
we
big
talk about the
Pokemon
Mr.
fan?
Miyamoto thing?
No, we're not gonna talk about Miyamoto.
Is he a
one's
big
sad.
Pokemon fan? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, no, he took Sonichu because
Yeah?
he was doing a school project. It was an album cover, and he wanted to do Pokemon. And then the teacher was like, "No, that's copyrighted. You can't do that." And he was like, "But what if I take Sonic and
Wasn't
Pokemon?"
Christian and the Hedgehog boys?
Dude, that's my favorite artist is Christian and the Hedgehog Boys. You wanna? We could sample them. You wanna sample? 'em?
No,
Yeah,
no, we don't need to do that.
Let's do my favorite.
I think we
Let's
should
do my
that.
favorite one. I think there's the whole album.
Is there a
I
whole
think
album?
so.
We can't do video bits and not show the video.
It's
Yes, we
an audio
can.
bit, but I'm not giving them the audio.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm saving them.
All right.
Literally, if you
full
wanted to
album.
spit
There we
yourself
go.
to-
You want the 2020?
I really don't.
Remaster.
I really don't want any of this.
Yeah, what's that 2020?
I really don't want any of this.
God, what? They got mad.
Dude, Wendy's $5 biggie bag.
Alright, I'm gonna mute that.
It's
I don't
back,
want
guys.
that
It's
picking
back.
up.
So,
Everyone, stop what you're doing and head to Wendy's.
so
right
instead
now.
of a 4 for
Stop.
4, you get a $5 biggie bag.
Yeah, better burger.
What is this? World of Warcraft? Why would I ever play this game? Get this out of here.
Because Asmongold.
Come on.
Oh no.
Anybody wants to listen along? It's called Christian and the Hedgehog Boys 2020 remaster.
By Harley Thomas.
Oh my God, no.
So, we're probably gonna leave it there because if this picks up in the actual audio, we might get fucking
We might have to take the video down because it's picking up Backstreet Boys. But Chris had a funny way of recording songs, and he would just leave the original in the background with lyrics and sing over it. That's all he would do. He would scream over it. Yeah, I can tell. I'm a virgin with rage.
Dude, I never want to hear you say, I have a boyfriend.
Does he just say I have a boyfriend instead of like doing the Backstreet Boys? I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, he does it like that. But
Listen,
he's obviously screaming it.
besides
You know who
all
reminds
that,
me,
besides
you know
all
who
that,
reminds me the most of Christian?
what? Who?
The Sinister Thief.
Shut up! No.
She is 100%.
Yep.
Megan.
You can't doss her. Stop!
That's
don't-
not her docs.
It's
That's
not
not her
doxing.
name.
Oh Jesus Christ!
She's the Megan Griffin.
Megan, 5 foot, no, 3'2",
Yep.
full of spunk.
Full
That's
of
not her name.
spunk.
Full of spunk.
Okay.
Did it come?
Did he get? No.
No, we cannot.
I tried to find that video
I
again.
don't see why we
can't.
can't talk about it.
Hold on, let me
Mr.
look up
Hands.
Mr. Hands.
Dude, I love Mr. Hands. I think it's Wool Claw Horse Case.
Yeah, the Umaka horse case.
The Eamon
What
Claw.
What a case that is. Mr. Hands, the Boeing engineer. Apparently he did it other times because I read the case file. Like it wasn't the first time he actually had that like happen. It's just this time it ruptured like his colon or something, killed him. The other times it didn't. It was crazy.
Holy shit! My friend
What?
just hit a deer.
Oh God.
A friend you guys
Oh,
actually
no
know.
way.
Which one?
Who?
Like- I'm gonna.
Rice Hat?
No,
Not Rice Hat?
Colin. He hit a
Oh,
deer.
God.
Live on the
Oh,
pod,
no.
he hit a deer and he says it's paralyzed.
Oh God. Tell him to put it out of its
Is it gonna
misery.
He said
Live?
deer was alive, but I had nothing to kill it with. It got paralyzed,
God.
dragged it off the road.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh,
Come
dude.
on, man.
That's brutal.
All right.
Oh my
listen,
gosh, that's horrible.
Let's have a moment of silence for the deer.
All right, moment of silence done.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
we fucked that dude
up here,
Come on.
actually, good news. I have raccoon friends now.
Dude,
Yes.
don't tell me you fed them, dude. Come on.
I fed the raccoons.
I
I
hate
fed them,
raccoons. I hate
and
'em.
now they're on my porch.
Oh my
They
God.
beg for hot
If
dogs.
What? If I saw a raccoon
Oh.
on my porch, you know what I would do?
You know what was really weird though today? So I woke
What?
up from my nap.
What?
And my mom, I look at a picture my mom sent, and she's like, "We have a new friend," and it's a cat. And I was like, "Okay, this
Okay.
was sent to me 4 hours ago." I was like, "Oh, he's so cute," and then she texts me, "He's still here." And I walk
What?
out, and on the
So
deck,
do you have
the
a new
cat
cat
is
now?
just sitting there.
Just chilling.
We fed it 2.5 hot dogs.
Why do you keep?
Why do you give
It's
animals
just
hot dogs?
universal.
That's the
It's
solution.
fine, all right.
Is the only food in your house glizzies?
Is that all you keep in your fridge?
No.
So,
The glizzy,
glizzies
we
to
use
animals.
glizzies to feed animals because we don't eat them, and they typically like
why
them.
buy them? Why
Because
do you
it's
buy
for animal
glizzies?
feeding purposes.
What do you mean? Because it's glizzies.
Because it's for animal feeding.
Colin should have
No.
Colin should have given a glizzy to the deer, just stuff it on its antler, just let it go.
He should have tried feeding it to it while it's on the ground.
No.
It's
No,
like
no, no.
Joe Rogan. It's like Joe Rogan talking to Conor McGregor. It's just like laying there and he holds it to its mouth. Or a glizzy man.
No, it's
It just sticks
they
out on
like
the antlers.
them.
I love the glizzy man. because
Animals
for a
love
pe-
hot dogs.
For a period of time, you couldn't even eat a hot dog. And people pull out phones and start looking at like, recording and be like, "Man, look at this man. He's eating a hot dog, man."
I used to do that shit to my friends too. I won't even lie. They try to eat like a hot dog and be like, "Oh, look at that," and they try to hide it.
Yeah, I don't know why they're.
Yeah, they get so
What a
embarrassed.
shame.
Like that's the thing. Is like they don't figure out that if you eat it, then
Yeah,
you're safe.
yeah.
Like as soon as you start trying to hide it, that's when
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, you're gay,
Now
you
you're
gay."
gay for it because you're thinking it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you're thinking it's a bad thing.
You
but
catch
you
them
eat
red-handed
hot
and they
dog.
like start freaking out. They're like, "Oh no!"
You eat hot dogs now. You're a loser.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wild
yeah, about the
glizzies.
cat.
Okay.
Just feed it more glizzies.
He did. He
Why-
ate a lot,
Why
but
did you feed glizzies to a
he
cat?
was hungry. But
Well, you have cats. You should give him cat food.
I don't have cats.
Have you seen that
Oh
one
my
meme of
God.
the guy like doing a knife trick with a hot
Yeah,
dog?
it's so perfect. It's like incredible.
It's like
Like
that
where he
one, but you
picks it
just
up off
throw
the
it at a
pan and
fucking
like
cat.
flips it around. And his mom yells at him and he puts it down.
What?
There's
Hold
multiple
on.
people doing like hot dog glizzy tricks, and one of them he
Look
picks
this
it up off the burning pan and does like a
Okay.
cool trick, and his mom's like, "Steven!" and he puts it down in a hurried fashion.
Glizzy flips. I'm looking it up. What the shit? There's so many. Let's see this one. This one must be it. Come on, 2 years ago.
Oh my god.
Why is Cotton Eye Joe in the background?
This
This is sadly not. That's not the one where he gets yelled at. I want the one where he gets yelled at.
It's not like a loud yell. It's very faint.
Oh god.
He
I don't
picks it
think
up
I
off a
found it.
pan and does like
Oh,
a
here- I
perfect
think I found
CS:GO
it.
knife trick.
No, go back. I think I found it.
Oh my god.
This guy made a glizzy out of Play-Doh in his class. And he's like, glizzy check, guys, looking like cheeky.
Glizzy check.
The mom doesn't yell at him. She's like, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah.
I found the video.
Where?
It's
What?
very short.
You know what I'm talking about though. Like he picks it up and does like
Send
a
it to me, send
perfect
it.
trick.
He does like,
Send it to
he
me,
does,
send it
I'll
to me,
just
send
go
it to
live
me.
real quick. He does like one flip with it.
It's like perfect though. Like look.
Whoa.
Look how perfect that is.
That was slick. What is his socks, bro? Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
god, that fit.
Let me see them dogs, you know what I'm saying? Let them out.
Put those grippers away.
Grippers.
Yeah.
Let me see them arches, boy.
I like them being called
Yeah,
dogs.
I like
That's
it.
my favorite thing.
I was,
them
I was
dogs
on
out the
FaceTime
kennel,
with
you know
my
what I'm
sister
saying?
yesterday, and she showed me her feet. I was like, "Oh, put those dogs away!" And she's like, "My dogs aren't out. They got cages on." Because she had fucking socks on.
Oh my
Put them
god.
doggies away.
them puppies
Put them dogs away. Put them
barkers.
Put them piggies in the barn, you know what I'm saying?
Put,
Some pigs.
Put that
boy.
cat back in the barn to hunt the mice.
Remember Felix the Cat? I remember Felix the Cat.
Felix the
Wonderful,
cat.
Wonderful
The
Cat.
wonderful, wonderful cat.
I,
Dude,
I made
he's
Felix
such
the
a. You
cat
laugh so much.
for
Your
one of
heart will
my
go pitter
for my
pat.
AP
It's
government
Felix,
class
the
once.
wonderful cat. You talked about Felix the Cat for your AP government class.
Yeah,
What about him?
I put him for individualism as an American ideal, and I made Felix the cat.
What?
Yeah.
Wha- How is?
Well, first of
How is
all,
he an
He's an
individual?
individ-
Felix
he's an
was the first
individualistic
cartoon
cat.
character.
How?
Felix was the first cartoon character that could get away
Exactly.
with anything.
Well,
of his
because he's
back.
a cheat.
Like,
Nah,
literally,
he's a
it's like,
cheap
oh, I need-
bastard, dude. That's so lame.
He's like,
He,
I need a 308 caliber
he
scar
relies
to
on
blow away this
himself.
elephant.
Okay, Felix
No,
the
he
cat
relies
is a
on
man
the
who
bag.
takes his
He's
problems
he's nothing
into his
but the
own
bag.
hands.
His
All right.
magical bag of tricks is
All right.
all he gets
All right,
his
wait,
power
wait,
from,
wait, wait,
dude.
wait.
I have a hypothetical, and this doesn't relate to Felix the
don't
Cat
wanna
at all.
hear it,
Actually, actually, yeah, it does.
Okay.
So you're in the African savannah, right? You're inspecting some animals, and you're with your pal Felix the
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah.
He pulls from his bag of magic tricks.
Yeah.
A 50 caliber rifle, and he's like, "Hey, friend, you see that baby elephant over there?
God, Jesus Christ.
Felix, I don't know if I can do this. Can you get the tusks off that? What do you do? No.
I say
Ivory
no, and I
hunting is a-
punch him, and I take the gun from him.
I take his bag of tricks, and because I'm actually the scientist from Felix the Cat, and I grab from the bag of tricks, and then I pull out a bomb, a comically large bomb, and I blow myself up, and then I get ash all over myself, and my hair goes out really funny, and then it goes like wah wah, and then the scene changes, and then Felix is in, and then it's the Rocky and Bullwinkle like thing where it's just like, stay tuned.
You guys
And
didn't
then-
even
and
let me
then-
finish my cat
and
story
then-
because you were so
and
distracted by fucking glizzies.
And then in the next scene, Felix is there with the 50 cal in the building, looking down at the parade, looking down at the Ford vehicle, going.
God, no, this is not going into JFK. We're not going into JFK.
He's in
I
Dallas.
really don't want to put
He pulls the
Chris
clip
Chan
from
in the
his
car of JFK in this thumbnail. I really don't want to.
No. Fucking Felix the Cat is on the podium. He says, "Mr. President, no, Mr. Speaker, members of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, is a day that will live in infamy." And then he continues and tells the American people that on this day, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
Hey, what's your guys' opinion on the World War III draft?
Felix the Cat is flying a plane.
It will happen
above Hiroshima.
How do I know? Because we just asked Ukraine to join NATO, and then Russia's trying to annex territories inside of Ukraine, which if Ukraine tries to take back, that's a declaration of war.
My brother,
and that means that we would go into martial law automatically.
My brother in Christ, Russia is calling in reserves for a third world country. They're already losing.
The thing is that people think it's a ploy, that they're purposely losing just so they can whip out their biggest cock imaginable.
No.
It's called a bait and switch.
Why would they do that?
They just suck.
They want to bait everybody into a war. They want to bait.
But why would they want
resources?
They wouldn't profit from
USA
it.
Has the
they have already raised
military
their price on a gallon. Okay, but this podcast doesn't need to be political. That's my fault.
Yeah, it doesn't. Man.
Besides, America would win for the USA.
Nobody wins if we nuke. Nobody wins.
You can't nuke. We have. Come on.
What?
Oh yeah. We have the laser system. Who wanted to make that?
I think everybody realizes that.
Reagan.
I think everybody realizes that if nuclear war happens, everybody's fucked.
Everybody's dead. Nobody wins.
Literally nobody wins. Yeah. So I don't think that's possible.
I think it's possible.
I feel like we should have agreements where it's just like.
Well, we already have that agreement, but
yeah, but like definitely no nukes. You can use like bombs that are like. We have the Geneva Convention, but that gets violated
I also don't
time.
think Russia's faking just because there's still a $1 million bounty on Putin's head by an oligarch. I don't think he'd put.
I don't think $1 million is that much, to be honest. Anymore, I don't think $1 million is that much.
Well, when they're
to kill a president, $1 million is not enough.
I mean,
but if it's oligarchs doing it, then that means he has a lot of backing.
Even then, once you kill Putin, everybody wants to kill Putin. So many people want to assassinate Putin. They can't do it.
Because they don't have guns in their country.
Yeah, rip.
Rip bozo.
No, we're getting more political. Let's stop. Let's stop.
UK.
Just switch it. Just switch it.
Look at you.
Switch it. Switch. Just make a new topic.
Politics are a joke anyway. Anybody who seriously thinks anything about politics and is just
it's kind of goofy.
Anybody who gets offended that somebody has a different opinion is stupid. Like, I don't care if you think any way. I'll hear you out. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go to your side, but I'll listen to you. I mean, I don't know. I've kind of just alienated myself from everything. I just kind of don't focus on it. That's why I've been avoiding talking about the draft or anything. I've kind of just been sitting here just picking up cigarette butts off the street and smoking them because it's cheaper than buying a real pack of cigarettes. Yeah.
No, yeah, because the price of cigarettes has gone up.
It's like
just cheaper.
Actually?
Like, you just go to the local park.
I feel like they would have dropped ever since
the
cigarettes and shit came out.
No, dude.
No, yeah, you go to a park, you find a butt with a little bit in there, you light it up, you smoke it.
There's one time I was walking in the Bronx, New York City.
Bronx?
Naturally. And I found basically a whole cigarette, and I was like, oh my god.
What happened to your New Yorker accent?
You know, it kind of
New York, down the street, New York?
Those posts where it's never eat pussy in Bronx, and it just shows a dude's face melted off.
Yes.
It's so fucking funny.
Can I talk about the Italian guy? I love him. So I got recommended on my Instagram Explore page. There's this Italian guy, and he owns a pizza store.
He gives relationship advice or advice in general.
He has a TikTok. I don't follow TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, but I saw him on Instagram, and I was like, this guy. I saw the picture of him. And I was like, this guy's Italian, and he's in New York. Surely enough, I click the video. I hear the accent. And then he's He's in like I think he's in Brooklyn. I forget, but he's like in the dead of New York, and like I didn't know this, but he's real popular. He's like 1 million followers and shit. But the video I clicked, a guy came all the way from New Zealand to see him, like just walk in his store, and like it doesn't matter where you're from, but like he'll be like, "Where are you from?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm from like what's a made up country?
The Albania.
Canada."
Turkey.
All real countries. All of those are real.
It's like that was more politics, guys.
Shit,
Pick up on that.
shit.
Pick up on that. Write that
It's
down.
subtle
write that down.
theming. It's subtle
Write that
theming.
down. Write it down. Yeah, yeah, guys, write that down. That's our opinion, by the way. That's our opinion.
Turkey,
Keep that in
Albania,
mind.
and Canada.
And then, yeah, but he'll be like, "Where you from?" And they'll be like, "Oh, Canada." He's like, "Down the street, Canada." And it's just like the most hospitable like Italian guy ever. I was like, this guy seems so fucking cool. He has like a pompadour. He looks like the Fonz. It's so great. He makes pizza. I was like, this guy is like the peak Italian. He has a dog named Elvis. Yeah, I don't know.
Fox, what do you do in your pastime now, man?
I've seen him too, dude. He's
Is it the dude on
everywhere.
TikTok?
He's
like-
Italian.
No, he's not on TikTok.
He's on TikTok.
He is on TikTok.
I
but,
found
like,
him on Instagram.
he was-
because I don't have TikTok.
He's on
I just know
Instagram.
he has a TikTok. But he's just an Italian guy. He's cool. I don't follow him either on Instagram. I just kind of saw him and I was like, sick.
Honestly, guys, I'm gonna say it. Italian guys, pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna say it. Tom Brady getting a divorce.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck the French.
Dude. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not getting into
Yes.
this. I'm not gonna get
Yes.
into this. I'm not gonna get
Honestly,
into this.
fuck the French. I hate them.
I'm not gonna get
Mimes
into
are
this.
stupid. And their stupid
yeah,
hats,
that's true.
they're dumb.
Are we gonna
Fuck
talk about
mimes,
the Closey
dude.
figure? Can we talk about Closey?
What is-
now that
what
we're
is
on the
Closey?
topic of, like,
How do you not know what Closey is?
Pussy,
dude?
clown
All
pussy.
right, hold on. Okay, so let me talk. Hold on. This is gonna make me go on a tangent. A bunch
Closey.
of people at my school, not even just women.
God.
Sometimes it's boys, like really weird boys. They'll
Boys.
Talk
they
about
will
Closey?
put on clown makeup, like full on clown makeup, and
What
just
color
think
is
that
it?
they look
Like-
hot.
What color?
What, like they're alt
They
girls
just
or
look
whatever?
stupid.
What color?
It's
What
like
color?
white, red, sometimes normally black, red.
I thought they were
Uh,
juggalos or gigolos. I forget the
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
same
I thought
clown.
they were
It's
like
just
size
atrocious.
yeah, dude.
I'm like, stop.
No more.
I mean, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? You know?
Oh, dude, I didn't show you, but my armor came in. My legs came in.
For those who are unaware, he's making a whole suit
Yes,
of armor.
it's almost done. I just gotta wait for my helmet to finally fucking shit.
The Dilberts are going to
Yeah.
war. That's what you guys
We're
need to
gonna-
know.
Oh
All
no.
you guys need to know is we're gonna
Oh
get
no,
drafted.
it's coming back to
and we're gonna-
politics.
We're gonna get there in our little suits of armor, and yes, it's not Kevlar.
It is
It's
metal
in fact, medieval
suits
armor.
of armor,
like-
and we're rushing
like-
them with claymores.
Not claymores.
With
not
AKs.
Claymores. We're not gonna go in with claymores.
RPK? I'm done with
No,
an
we
RPK.
start out
RPK.
with our finished longbow, and we sit in the back. We pick off a few of them, and then we mount our steeds and we charge them with lances. We charge their front line, and they won't be able to do anything.
They're not used to
they
this type of
wouldn't.
combat. They're all
Exactly.
used to like
exactly.
trench warfare, breach and clear. They're not used to the normal rush.
Gorilla, yeah.
They're used to all that, and then
As soon as you say tally ho, it's over.
Tally ho!
once we breach the line, we head back, and then we pick up our longbows and start all over again until we've wiped out the whole
Yep.
army.
And then
That's
like
just-
we're all missing one eye comically by the end somehow.
Yeah, and by the end we all have like epic mustaches that
And
are
like,
like white. We
rippling
age-
muscles, like rippling.
Yeah, we age.
And it doesn't say how, but each time we like win, we get another plume in our helmet.
We fly a banner.
This is the male
That
fantasy.
That actually happened in World War II. There's a dude who traveled around
No,
the
don't-
fucking
Yeah.
Claymore.
Mad
Don't
Jack.
talk about Mad Jack.
Mad Jack.
Mad Jack is an absolute legend.
That dude is sick as hell.
Why don't this is okay? This is gonna be Connor's sexist hours. Why don't women want to dress in a night outfit and go fight?
I mean,
Because
some of them
last
do.
time,
I don't think
almost
all of
impossible
them
to
because
do.
would be
last time
opposed
they
to
did
that.
that, they were killed. Joan of Arc was murdered.
Yeah, but Joan also had way too much power. Let's be honest here. She was like, "Oh yeah, I hear God," and they were like, "What?" And they're like, "Really? You hear God?" And she's like,
I
"Yeah."
hear God.
Now,
Wasn't she
now listen to
wasn't
me.
she sainted or whatever the hell?
Yeah, she was a quote unquote saint, but really, let's be honest here. There is no God, guys. Sorry to break
Whoa,
it to you.
no.
I'm just kidding.
Don't say that.
And like, it's just like she got away with that shit. Like she was just like, "Yeah, guys, I'm a saint," and they're like, "Oh yeah, huh."
They're just like, fuck
Okay,
it, yeah,
just-
you're a saint. Like,
Saint Joan.
no retort.
She's the patron
Yeah.
saint of soldiers and France.
That's kind of fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of
Remains-
cool.
Yep.
Remains the only person to ever be both condemned and canonized by the
Okay,
Catholic Church.
listen. It's getting towards the end of that hour.
Hold on.
This is the part where I give you an update on my psychedelic drug research.
I'd fuck Joan of Arc, anyways.
That
What about that one girl I showed you?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
wait,
yes
can
you
send it to the
would.
general?
Yeah, hold on, let me take a picture.
Fuck my topic.
of
I
it.
want to see if I'd fuck this girl.
She's not bad looking. She's old. Okay, listen, she's dead, but
She bad?
that's all I'm saying.
Why is no one
Kinda,
picture
yeah,
of
she's
Joan
kinda
of
bad.
Arc? So-
I mean, kind of.
All right. Let me see.
What a pussy. She
Okay,
wore
hold
fucking
on.
fluted armor.
I'm waiting. Waiting.
Okay, wait longer, you piece of shit.
Hurry up.
Okay, hold on.
Don't get mad at me.
Can I talk about how
won't.
cool it was to be a knight? It would take 5 people at once to take you down. And that's
Okay,
not
check the email, boy.
that's not like 5 people one at a time. It's at once. They'd all have to attack you at the right time in order to take you down. It was fucking crazy.
I sent it via email.
You fucking emailed it to me?
Yeah, I emailed it.
What is this? This
Why are you guys emailing me?
Because we're old as fuck.
Because email is the future.
On my.
Yep.
Um.
All right, we're ending the podcast with your rating. Okay.
I need to. I need it.
No,
I
I thought he
can't
was
see.
gonna
It's not.
update about
It's
it.
not being emailed to me. Just put it in general.
Okay, hold on. I'll put it.
Fuck
in
it. Not my fault. You
Baby
put it
doesn't
in
know how to
email
open
form
email.
first.
Baby don't know how to open email. Okay, hold on. So this is just gonna go in general without any context.
Hey, yo, shout out to St. Peter.
Okay,
Or,
look.
no, St. Patrick. Shout out to St. Patrick.
All
Driving
right.
all
Let
the
me
snakes
see
out of
this.
Ireland.
Let me see this.
Would you?
Uh.
We're gonna end as soon as you answer. We're hitting end record. Okay.
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 Yes
Yes or no?
Shit, this is hard. I'm on the edge. Like this is.
You're
Yeah,
torn.
I really am.
It was really easy for
Fox.
Fox.
Would say no instantly. Fox is weird,
No,
alright?
Last
Nope.
time I did it,
No, he
last
said
time I did
yes.
it, I said yes.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you why later.
I don't want to be influenced. Don't.
I'll tell you why.
This is all me.
It was all you.
Fuck. Know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, why?
Wait, okay. Well,
No,
that's done.
dude.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, alright.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, idiots.